Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I'm really excited to unbox these scales from the original GOAT, or OG. Now I met Daniel at Blade Show West, I think last year, and just a really great guy and very knowledgeable on CNCs, but they just make beautiful stuff over there at OG. And again, just really excited to get into this. So I'm going to be using the custom AD-10 with the fat carbon lava scales. Just awesome, awesome material. And just so you guys know, these scales are up for sale on my website. So if you guys are interested, I do have these up on there. But we're going to use this to unbox the box here. So I I got really excited to open it up. So I already cut this part, but let's cut the sides open here. Now, like I said, I was very excited. So I almost completely opened it up and just got right in there, but I figured just be patient, do an unboxing, and share it with the people. So that's exactly what I am doing. So here we go. We have okay, cool. We get a sticker. Always love my stickers. So we got that, and then here is their business card. Here is the other side. So there's their information. And I'll leave a link up to their Instagram and website down below, so you guys can go check out their stuff. But just beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen it out there in the world. So nothing else in the box. And we get a really cool purple bag here, which feels very good. But here we go. So there they are. Again, really excited to get into these and see exactly basically how they milled it, because I know their milling work is amazing. So nothing else in the bag, so let's just get right into it. Now there's a reason why I got just the smooth surface aluminum scales. They do make titanium as well, but I just wanted to check out their work on the aluminum, and they were only 80 bucks, so I just couldn't pass up on that. And we're gonna get a close look at that because that looks really good. But let's get both sides out, and then along we have pocket clip spacer. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna have to take a close look at this. So you get a pocket clip spacer. We're gonna see exactly what that's about. Nothing else in the bag. I do like that they put the foam insert to keep them from scratching and rubbing together. But here they are. Really, really nice. And then you have their logo. Aluminum, so the material, that's really cool. And then made in the good old US of A. I believe they're in Florida. I'll put that up on screen exactly where they are, but that's awesome to know that it is made here in the USA. And these are beautifully stone washed. So this is the smooth finish. They also have a textured, kind of a wavy texture to it. You'll see it up on their website. Now these are linerless, so they're a little bit extra thick, but they are beautifully contoured, a lot more aggressive than the original, which I do have here next to me. Let me just go grab them really quick so we can compare them. So here's the originals that I have. So let's take a quick look at these and check out the contouring compared to the originals. But as you can see, obviously linerless, but a lot more contoured. And now that I think of it, I think I know why they're providing the pocket clip spacer. Since they're so contoured, you're going to need that spacer to create that flat spot up there for that pocket clip to sit nice and flush. So it's nice that they add this. I really like that they did that and they put that into consideration. So awesome job over there at OG. Really appreciate that. But just wanted to compare that really quick with you guys. And just wanted to really inspect the underside. So they do include everything that you basically need. You have, I think this is for the stop pin, and I think these two holes here are just for holding the piece in when it's getting milled. But really, really love the milling on the inside. Very, very well done. Love the beveled edges too. Got the jimping. Everything is exactly the way it should be, other than that extra contouring, but I do like that. That's really, really cool. So let's get the knife right here. I do have everything ready. I got my tools ready. So let's put these scales on this knife and see what we get. All right, so here it is all assembled, and it's looking really, really good. And I gotta say, the assembly was very, very easy. I've definitely disassembled and reassembled a bunch of these AD-10s, but anybody could do it. It was just very, very straightforward. And exactly as I predicted, that spacer is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So again, it's really awesome that they thought that through and added their little spacer there for the pocket clip. So all around, I think it's awesome. It's a very, very neutral look and finish to it. But as you guys know, I do have a plan for these scales. I'm going to be adding a certain texture with my Dremel, so we'll see how it turns out. Let's check out the action. Oh yeah, just smooth as before. Even with the original setup with the aluminum liners and the original scales. And yeah, I could not be happier with these things. Again, OG knocked it out, and these things are sweet. I really do love that aggressive or very contoured shape to the scales. Feels really, really good in hand. Looks and feels great. Love the jimping, and the finishing stone wash on these is, I really, really like it. And I know I mentioned it before, but I do love their beveling. Just really, really clean all the way around. Obviously, you have access to your lanyard hole with the original backspacer. And as you guys know, my scales, I don't add that just because I'm not a fan of lanyards. So I don't need it on my own personal knives, but I do like that they added that. Again, linerless, so you don't have to deal with more parts. And I also want to weigh this for you guys. Got my scale here, so we'll give it a quick weigh. I forgot the original weight of this knife, so I'll put that up on screen and compare it to what it is right now, which is 6.88 ounces, which is very light for the size and bulkiness of this knife, so can't complain there. Really pleased with it so far, and I can't really say anything bad yet. And really the only thing I'm noticing is the stop pin on the inside right there where it keeps the blade from hitting the backspacer. So right there, you can hear it making some noise. It's got a little bit of a rattle, and that happens to me sometimes too when I'm making scales if I go too deep on those holes that hold it in place. But nothing a little grease can't take care of. I add grease to my scales if the depth is too deep and you hear that rattle. It's a nice easy fix to it. And just so you know, I do run into this issue with like brand new knives from other companies too. So again, I might have to do a video on how to fix that. Again, just adding grease before you install that on each side will keep that rattle from happening. But other than that, these things, I think these things are amazing. It's pretty funny looking at this knife now. It reminds me of Terminator, the T1000, the liquid metal Terminator. But those are the vibes I'm picking up. And I'm sure if I was to clean up the backspacer, which is aluminum as well, it would definitely have that theme really going on. But I do like how plain it is because it just gives you a really nice canvas to begin with if you're customizing these scales. And I know there's people out there that Cerakote aluminum, so I mean that's another option. But like I said before, I do have a plan with these scales, so we'll see what happens here in the near future. But there it is, you guys, the OG aluminum CNC milled scales from OG. Again, I'll leave their stuff down below in the description. You can check them out. Highly recommend them. They do quality work. Again, thank you for watching, you guys. I really appreciate the support. And I will see you guys on the next one.